is Arthur Graham. Many of you know me as Tiger, and I'm running for East Hampton Village Mayor. We wanted to put up this video today to give you a little bit more of an idea of who we are, how we think, how we propose to do what we're proposing to do, and also a statement from the Fishhooks Party new candidate for the village board, Dave Drisoll.
Hi, my name is David Drisoll. I'd like to introduce myself and give you a little bit about my background. My family came out here to East Hampton in the 50s, and my parents bought a house here in 1963 in the village, and we've spent all summers, weekends, and holidays here ever since. I bought that family house about 6 years ago. In 1983, my brother and I bought the Chowder Bowl Snack Bar up at Main Beach, and we owned that and ran it until 2014. Professionally, I worked for the New York City Police Department for 38 and a half years, and almost 20 as an executive in that organization. I retired 2.5 years ago as a full inspector. As far as my education, I have a degree from Xavier University in sociology, and I also graduated from the FBI National Academy and graduated from the National Preparedness Leadership Initiative at Harvard Kennedy School Center for Public Leadership. East Hampton is a very special place for me. It always has been, and it's been a huge part of my life. My most treasured memories are from life experiences here in East Hampton. Summer jobs, I started at Maidstone Club as a caddy when I was 13 years old. And then at 14, I worked for Roni Maraska, a longtime owner of the snack bar at Main Beach. And I worked for him for many years. And after working there, I'd go to the Hunting Inn and work for Mick and Ray Jaffe, who owned the inn before the Palm opened it up. And as I said, then we ran the business till 2014. NYPD, I was there a very long time, as I mentioned, and across many different assignments, including a couple of precincts where I had several hundred people reporting directly to me. I acquired a lot of experience, everything from the traditional policing disciplines to in my special operations division the last 10 years in the department. I became very familiar with budgets, grant submittals, grant management. I submitted for Homeland Security grants and was awarded $34 million worth of grants. So there was a lot of procurement, a lot of planning, a lot of project management, crisis management, aside from that, personnel management, and experience in a lot of different areas. Field experience, quite a bit, as you might imagine. The highlights are at Ground Zero in 9/11 and 9/12. I was there on both those days, engaged as a captain in search and rescue efforts, sadly with negative results. In 2009, I was in command of the New York City Police Department's response to Flight 1549. That was Sully's plane crash on the Hudson River, and that turned into a complex long-term operation as well. After the passengers were all rescued, we still had to secure the plane and in the days and weeks to follow, deal with that plane on the seawall. In 2012, Superstorm Sandy, Breezy Point, in the height of the storm, the chief of department directed me to lead the police department response, rescue and evacuation of the victims of that storm. And we got out there and there was 70 houses on fire, waist deep water everywhere. And this turned into another large-scale, very complex, very long-term operation. And by daylight, we had removed 400 people from that scene. And I've been involved in countless other incidents of a smaller in nature and recurring large-scale citywide special events, all of which require detailed planning and execution across the jurisdictional boundaries and organizations. Now I'm here in East Hampton because I love East Hampton and I care deeply for what happens here. I feel I have a good understanding about how East Hampton has evolved from the perspective of both a business owner and a resident. And I think this life experience here in East Hampton, coupled with my professional background, will enable me to provide some good ideas and provide some new perspectives that will be beneficial to the board. I've spent, as I said, 38 years in public service, and I would love to continue in public service as a trustee here in East Hampton. So I ask that you consider me for your vote. In the meantime, it's paramount that you keep care of yourself and your family and keep your family safe. And I'm looking forward to meeting with you after we get through this health crisis. And on that same note, I just want to recognize the first responders, the police, the fire, the ambulance, the hospital workers, the real heroes of this health crisis. Hats off to them all, and the other village workers that are out there in the streets putting themselves in harm's way. God bless you all.
I would just like to finish up. David is a very impressive individual, and he certainly deserves a seat on our village board. I also want to let you know, please stay safe, and we'll be contacting you with emails and more videos like this as time goes forward. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and let's get after it.